demon-haunted playground. I just wanted to do a video on the three truths that we hear a lot of people talk about in the objective personality community. A lot of times it's referenced back to Lewis Howes. He's, I guess, the one that came up with that whole thing where you ask someone to tell you their three truths. And it seems to me that a lot of people talk in the community and it sounds like it's a TI thing to come up with your three truths. And it's apparently easy for people who have TI to do this. I have TI third, and it seemed bizarre to me that this is like something that's easy for people to do. I've studied a lot of Buddhism, philosophy, science, the scientific method. To me, knowledge is tentative. It's not something that you lock in with a closed fist and you say, this is a truth that I know to be true and you can't move me on this thing. That's not how my brain works. I take information in, I play with it to see, okay, can I find the flaws in this? I look outward to see other people. Are they challenging this thing? What are they saying? What are the people that are defending it? I look at that whole argument around the thing, and I may tentatively lean one way or the other, but I'm constantly checking the things that I think that I know to be sure, okay, am I always on the right side of this thing? And maybe I need to back up a little bit and say, maybe it's true, but I don't have enough evidence at the moment to cling to it, or I'm not even going to cling to it because it's just not how I work. It's like the things I've learned from Buddhism were you take an idea and you hold it with an open hand, ready to release it when you realize it's not good, it's not useful, it's not warranted. I'm mixing philosophy, science, Buddhism in that explanation, but that's how my brain works. To say you're required to be able to say what your three truths are, and if you can't, that's fixed mindset or closed-minded, or you haven't sleep processed enough. To me, that's bullshit. It's growth mindset, in my judgment, to say, look, I don't know that this thing is true. I'm not refusing to acknowledge things that are true. I am reserving judgment on things that maybe aren't true. I'm being mindful to say, okay, I've looked at this thing, believing that it's true at this moment in time based on what we know is unwarranted. That's a legitimate stance to take. So getting at this three truths thing for me is a challenge, because I don't want to slam my fist down and say this is a truth for me. So I was wondering, while I was thinking about this, what would the reverse kind of a thing for the FI people be? Like, what are your three values? And I just thought, well, would that be challenging for me to answer that question? And I instantly came up with three values, things that I value. And they were truth, certainty, truth/certainty, group that together. Loyalty is definitely in there, and family. I easily came up with those three, and I thought, okay, that's strange. Maybe is that because I'm NIFE, extroverted feeling second, that it's easier for me to come up with values? I don't know. Somebody else could tell me that. But then I thought, okay, is there some way that I could take those values and try to put them through a program and come out with three truths on the other side? So I was like, okay, well, let's start with certainty. Truth, certainty. For me, certainty is almost never achievable. It's something that you sort of strive towards and you hope that you get there, and you never like veer from that. You're like, okay, I want to reach certainty. Maybe it's a struggle. Maybe I'm never gonna get there, but I'm always gonna be trying to inch closer and closer. And then always being mindful that, oh crap, I've been going in the wrong direction all this time. I need to back up and go this other way in order to maybe get closer than I would have gotten if I'd stayed here. It's like, okay, I can't go any farther. Oh crap, I made a wrong turn back there. I need to go back and go this other way. You gotta keep certainty as a value and always striving towards it, but being agile enough to realize, oh shit, I need to take a different route to get there. And being okay with that. Learning to be comfortable with, I may never get certainty, not clinging to, oh my God, I have to have certainty. Being like loose about it. Like, I want it, I'm going to be striving for it, I may never get there. And I'm okay with that. Then my next value was loyalty. Let's see how I can get there to a truth. I would say the truth of loyalty would be that you can't ever have 100% loyalty. Kind of the same kind of a thing is like, you can't ever have certainty, you can't ever have 100% loyalty from every person at all times in all situations. And you have to be forgiving, willing to say, okay, you fucked up here. There was a boundary here that I didn't tell you about. I should have. That's on me. But, when you value someone and you've placed them in your inner circle as a confidant, a friend, a family member even, there's just an expectation of loyalty, that they're not going to stab you in the back. They're not going to walk all over you, treat you like a doormat. And a truth for me is that, eventually someone may possibly not be loyal to you. It may be a mistake on their part. It may be out of their hands. It may be a whole number of things. But be forgiving, but don't be a doormat at the same time. I guess let's leave it there. That seems pretty good. And then the truth about family. That's a little bit tougher. Certainly a value. I guess the thing about family for me would be that family comes first. You may not like the family member, you may not be that close to them, but when shit hits the fan and they're in a bind, you jump in. You're there for them 100%. And that's just how it works. And you gotta do that. It's just a value that I have, that family comes first. So the truth would be, family comes first. Be prepared to cut your losses if that family member is never going to be there for you. If you realize, this person, I thought they were close. They've shown me time and time again that they're not going to be loyal to me. They're not going to have my back. When shit hits the fan, they're on the opposite side, pointing at me, saying, he's the problem. You got to be able to say, okay, I'm done. You're not family anymore. But give people second chances. If they're like, oh shit, I fucked up. I stabbed you in the back. I know I fucked up. I realize I was valuing these things. I should have been valuing you more. It's all on me. I'm 100% at the wrong here. Or, we both acknowledge maybe a situation where we were both wrong. They show you that they're willing to make amends, to put in the effort in this particular way to get better and to not fuck you over next time. So I know that's a rambling mess of three truths, but I guess certainty is almost never achievable. Loyalty isn't 100%. Be forgiving. Family comes first, but also be prepared to cut your losses. That would be my three truths, summed up quickly. Knowledge is tentative. You don't grasp onto things with a clenched fist. That's the underlying thing with all of these is your truths, all three of these, should be held with an open hand. Maybe there's something better than these three truths, I'd be willing to give them up if I could think of 3 better truths. All knowledge should be tentative, though. That would be my 4th truth. That all of these truths are tentative. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Are finding 3 truths for you easier than finding 3 values? Could you, if you struggle with finding the 3 truths, could you use the values to get there? Am I bullshitting this? Am I wrong in taking this route to get there? Let me know in the comments what you think. What are your 3 truths? Have you thought about it? Does it seem like it's a TI thing? Do people that have FI struggle more, do you think? Is it also a struggle for people with FE, do you think? I guess that's it. Let me know what you think. Take care. Bye-bye.